Hello food fans, we're going to have a treat today, a real treat. One of America's favorite foods and probably the world's favorite foods, pizza. This is a Rising Crust 3-meat pizza. Great Value is the brand name, and this is a very big pizza, 28 ounces, and we're only going to have 2 slices instead of 4, and we also are going to have a side dish of coleslaw, and maybe we'll throw in something else before we're done. So let's get started. And it's fresh out of the oven, and it is burned the way I like it to be burned. I'm not going to dig into the hot pizza right away. I'll start off with my salad, which is coleslaw. Coleslaw is my favorite salad, although cabbage salad, it's not coleslaw, also is on my recommended list. This is fresh out of the refrigerator. It has some carrots in it. This is good. I think this pizza came from Walmart. 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 One more big bite of salad, coleslaw. And I'll put it back in the refrigerator. Be sure to be careful not to get burned, because the pizza gets very hot when it's cooking. I'll just use my mitt here. I'll pull this over this way. What I'll do, put pizza on one side here and a plate right next to it. And I have sliced the pizza, but it's still hanging on as one big unit. The first pizza I ever had was in Calumet City, Indiana, back in the 1940s. Calumet City, Indiana was like Las Vegas was in the 1960s. They had the gambling casinos that were open at night, even though it was against the law. Back when Al Capone and similar personalities were running the city, a person could come in as a customer and they could win money at the casino and not be taxed or penalized for it. Let me see if this comes apart right here. I think it will. Oh my, this looks very, very good. It looks messy, and messy is good with pizza. You could win money at the casino, and they wouldn't rob you on the way to the car unless you were from another crime family. Then you'd have the courtesy to do your gambling on your own turf and not mess with some other family's businesses. If you watch Godfather, the movie, or the series, the Godfather 1, 2, 3, that's the kind of government They were the government even though they weren't in office. This pizza is good. I like frozen pizza. I like the price of frozen pizza, $4.44 is what I paid for this one. And I like burned crust and burned topping also. This is a very thick pizza with the rising crust. Mighty good. Check Calumet City in Wiki or some other place that gives history of Calumet City. Chicago was one of the bordering cities of Calumet City, and the mob bosses more or less stayed in Chicago and had legitimate ways to write off any profits that they happened to be making. A great movie could be made about Calumet City in the 1940s. This pizza, 28 ounces, I'll eat half of it, I'll eat 2 pieces. Hope all is going well for you. We have a beautiful day here today. The cicadas never did really get mobilized. There's a few here and there, but not like the last time. How many of you are starting up YouTube channels? YouTube does pay money if your channel is monetized, and they made it easier to monetize your videos now. You don't need 1,000 subscribers, you need 500. And there are many ways to get monetized. Where you get monetized, that'll be one thing that happens, and then there'll be many ways to make money, part of which you have to be monetized to earn, and part of which you can earn while you're waiting to be monetized. Some people have YouTube channels where they have membership. And they can generate income selling memberships. You can have a channel where you coordinate Patreon earnings with your YouTube channel. This is really good. Let's get some root beer. This is a 2-liter, or it was 2 bottles. The bottle is still a 2-liter bottle. The contents are no longer 2 liters. That's Barq's root beer, BARQ''S. Put it over here by the coleslaw. First slice of pizza is almost gone. If I were going to recommend a city that I would think is a good place to live here in the last days of May of 2024, I would suggest that Nashville is a very good place to live if you can put up with potholes in the street. Also, it's not friendly for people who like to go for a walk. There's an absence of sidewalks in Nashville, but it's a pretty good place to live, all things considered, including the weather. Pizza is probably my favorite fast food. Move out of the way. Grab this little guy here. If you're a musician pursuing a music career, Nashville's a good city for you. It's hard to make it in a show business environment, but people do it every day. And it's no more difficult than a lot of the office jobs or 9-to-5 type work. After our heavy rains and several tornadoes in the area, I started noticing people doing work on the roofs. And there will be workers up on top of the roof walking around on an angled roof. I'm too old to do that. That just looks scary. If you're a roofer and you're looking for a place to go where there's a lot of demand for people who know how to put on a roof, Nashville is a good place. Just like the musicians, there are a lot of people who do roofs. This is a 3-meat pizza. Good flavor. The crust is very good. I like the rising crust, and thick crust pizza is best. I'm still I'm still investing in stocks. For those of you who follow any of my stock market videos, I'll tell you the stocks I own right now. I'll just give you the symbols. First symbol is T, it stands for AT&T. Next is BTG, BTG. Next is CVX. DVN, ET. I think you had a movie called E.T. I have a stock called E.T. I also have FXK and HTGC and MBT. There's not many more here. We just said MBT. PSX, STLA, and TEF, UMC, VALE, and VZ like Verizon. Last one, WBA, those are the stocks that I own. But what I would recommend for new investors, just starting out, don't buy anything for the first year. Study the market before you invest your money. Invest only the amount of money that you can afford to lose. The best advice I'll give you is buy low, sell high. In addition to the stocks, I own some ETFs, exchange traded funds. Study that before you invest in the market. Exchange traded funds, ETFs, and I'll give you about 9 of them here that I own. I own DRIV, like the first 4 letters of the word driving. Then I own QQQ, which is an exchange traded fund that follows the NASDAQ. I have BETZ, BETS, that's a Las Vegas casino exchange traded fund, BETZ. I also own DIA, that's Dow Jones Industrial Average. I own SPY, which is the S&P 500. I'm going to take a bite of pizza. VNQ is one I own. VTWO, that's V and then TWO like the number, Russell 2000. And there's V, excuse me, there's V like in Victor, OO, VOO, that's just like SPY, it's a different fund company, fund family. And the last ETF I'll mention that I own is VTIR, pie. This could be a very good year for stocks, but it takes someone who has the discipline to buy when there's bad news, and there will be bad news. This year seems to be like 1968 in a lot of ways. Pizza is good. Another root beer. This is actually a pretty big size lunch. Time now for the secret dessert. The secret dessert is cherry pie. Cherry pie, and it is so good. So we actually get two pies today. Get a cherry pie for dessert. I'm gonna get a pizza pie for the main course. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna take a bite of this cherry pie. Mmm. Thank you for visiting, and I thank you very much for watching.